everybody. We are Grand Forks' best source, and I don't think I need to say much more, but it's Dirty Thursday. Oh, yeah. Heather McDonald will be co-hosting the show today whenever she gets here, and thanks to Heather. Chad Hoff, I tell you what, the dude is ailing. Keep good thoughts for him, all right? He's got a bad back, and he's not going to be here today. But we got a couple of, Western Renegade and Wingless Sprint guys here today. Steve Nordrum and Cory Palm in the studio. This is going to be fun, man. Show brought to you by Northwest Tire in Grand Forks, and like Chad usually says, they're always looking to hire, all right? If you're not afraid to show up for work on time and work hard, it might be a great job for you. No prior work experience is necessary. Northwest Tire will train the right people, too. They got a great benefit package, PTO, health insurance, 401k, all that stuff. Pay will depend on experience. Stop in to Northwest Tire on Gateway Drive. Tell you what, nice brand new place if you want to find out more. Or call Chad at 701-780-8473 or apply online at nwtire.com. Also want to mention the Buzz Run Vintage Snowmobile Show going on this weekend. We'll be down there at the Beehive in Reynolds, brought to you by the Beehive and Valley Drift Riders. Grand Forks Best Source, we're going to be broadcasting live. Registration starts at 9, judging at 11. They're going to ride to Brewskis and Thompson and back, awards and prizes, all that kind of stuff. Get a hold of us. You want to find out more, but man, this is going to be a great time. The Buzz Run coming up this weekend, Saturday in Reynolds. Hey, Heather made it all right. How about that? We'll give her a round of applause again. All right, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to call or text our phone number, 701-213-0863, 701-213-0863. Before we do our joke, my neighbor tells me, our thoughts and prayers going out to Ashton Torgerson. I don't know if you guys saw that last night at the Chili Bowl, was ejected out of his midget car. If you could see the crash, because they're not really showing it, pretty gnarly. Apparently he is awake and alert. It sounds like he is passing all his tests. Doesn't sound like anything bad, but wow, I tell you what. Also, congratulations to Rico Abreu. Had a hell of a night again last night. Tied some record, I think, for heat wins or something. Anyway, here we go. Our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here you guys see what you think of this one. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. You know, cowboys in the Old West, they used to hang lanterns on their saddles at night to help them find their way home. Cowboys did this. They used to hang lanterns on their saddles at night to help them find their way home. Now, this was an early form of satellite navigation. I thought that was good stuff. Heather, how are you?
I'm great.
Satellite navigation. Thanks for making it, by the way.
You're welcome. I almost got a speeding ticket.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I texted you at, I don't know what time it was.
8:30.
And you're always up early.
I know.
Because you're always got your girls skating. And we know figure skaters, because of hockey, they can't get on the ice, and unless it's 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. or whatever. And you never replied to me. And I thought, well, maybe they're on vacation or something. And then it's like, oh, crap, I just got up. I didn't have my... I'm like, what the... Huh?
I know, yeah. Well, they're at their dad's this week, so...
Well, that's nice. So you get to sleep in.
Yeah.
Yeah, left the old man at home, too?
Yeah, he's still in bed.
He's the only smart one of all of us.
He's comfortable while watching.
There you go. There you go. And we're going to go around the side here, go around. Let's see who everybody here. Steve Nordrum, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You drove here from...
Devil's Lake.
Not too bad. Not too bad. I was going to tell you about that. Maybe you could have rode together. Also...
we could have coordinated this yesterday.
Yeah, well, I didn't know I was not going to have a co-host.
Yeah.
Chad actually just got out of the hospital. So,
what?
Yeah, he blew his back out again. He's going to have another surgery.
Oh,
so
he's got to have another addictomy?
There you go. Yeah, the first one didn't take. Nolan says...
Sick.
Yeah, Nolan says he's up, by the way.
Well, I know, because I told him, I was like, hey, John needs me to co-host today.
I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
Cory Palm, you talk about driving a long way. You drove all the way from Bismarck.
That's right.
Thank you very much for coming in. We sure appreciate it. How was the drive?
Not bad. Actually, it was... ran into snow after Valley City.
Yeah.
And then it didn't start getting slick until about Thompson.
So it's Thursday today, and you've been up here 3 times already this week from Bismarck.
Yep.
What the hell?
I like putting miles on my pickup.
Making tons of money doing that, right?
Whatever works.
By the way, happy New Year's, everybody. I hope you all had a great New Year's. Also, I've got a pair of tickets for the River Cinema 15. All right, River Cinema 15. Got a thing here. It'll admit 2 people. If you want in on these, if you want these 2 tickets, all you got to do is be the first one to text me, 701-213-0863. Say, I want those tickets, John. I will put a sticky note on them, and they will be here for you. And if you have won before with us, don't bother. All right. All right, let's talk about racing. First off, I want to go to you, and I want to find out how long you've been racing, your family, you're married, if you've got kids, what you do, all that stuff.
Sure. Married with 2 kids, a boy and a girl. Kind of started more or less wrenching on a sprint car pretty early on.
Who'd you wrench for?
T. Young.
Okay.
In early 90s.
Uh-huh.
We did that for quite a few years. Then when Devil's Lake opened, the company I worked for, they wanted to build a car. So we had the agreement that 4 of us wanted to drive, so we'd switch off every. Well, that didn't last
That
long.
usually doesn't work very well.
By mid-season, we had 2 cars, and then following year we had 4 cars.
Wow.
And ran a couple of years. That was in a pure stock or a bomber back then.
Sure.
And then about 03, started racing super stocks, and did that for 5-6 years. Took a few years off. Did the family thing, and then in about 16 we bought a B mod and ran that for a couple of years. Once I found out Miles had this kind of operation in the works, kind of flipped what I wanted to do. We sold all of our B mod stuff and found a sprint car. And here we are.
Now, when it comes to, I just want one answer here. When it comes to the B mod compared to a wingless sprint, money wise, what's the difference? Is there a big difference?
To be competitive, there's a huge difference. We can put one of these cars together for roughly what a decent B mod engine is.
Okay.
These cars are race ready at that dollar value.
So to be competitive, if you're going to run a B mod and you want to win, it's going to cost you more than it would to run a wingless sprint, or the other way around?
No, a wingless sprint turnkey race ready, you're going to be about what an engine costs for a B mod.
Yeah,
for a
right.
good one.
So it's a lot
These
easier
cars
on the pocketbook.
These cars are, I would say on average, $8,000 race ready.
Wow. Yeah, because I remember when they first announced these were coming out, it's like, wow, there's going to be a lot of people jumping in on this. Man, that is awesome. Cory, same with you. Family, married, kids, what do you do? How long you been racing? All that fun stuff.
Married, 4 girls.
4 girls.
4 girls. They all, and everybody participates with our racing program. I've only been racing 3 years.
Yeah. This is your first go at it. You never did race before that.
I never did race before. First thing I jumped in, I drove a street stock for the mechanics race up in Devil's Lake the first time, and after that, my brother convinced me, hey, let's go buy some sprint cars, and here we are.
Your brother lasted like what, a year in street stocks before the wingless came out?
Yeah. So we both made the jump right. I made the jump into it right away, and he made the jump after a year being in it.
Wow. And by the way, whenever you want to talk, you just talk. All right. Don't wait for me to say, hey, what do you think about that? What do you think about this thing then? And who are you wrenching for? And how did all of this? I mean,
So
next thing you know, you're racing.
I've been involved with racing since high school. I
Sure.
mean, we used to go to the Red River Valley Speedway, help guys like Terry Dale, Brett Nessett, things like that. And when I moved back out to Bismarck, I actually got connected up with an old friend, Adam Goff, who races street stocks, and was wrenching for him out there. And then when I decided to go to the sprint car, I kind of left him high and dry. He's to this day now one of my best sponsors, but at Dynamic Auto, and I don't know, it's different, it's fun, it's nothing like. It's a whole nother family. So,
now, when you guys haul things around, this is one thing I like about these wingless sprints, because when you look at the NOSA guys and some of the equipment they've got, their haulers and things like that, you don't need all that. I mean, I remember back in the day, guys running open trailers with regular sprint cars, but do you have the big haulers? Can you just throw them on an open trailer, or how do you do that?
There's a few guys that do open trailer. We have an enclosed trailer. We used a pickup the first year. I actually built a toter home last winter.
Okay.
Or we used it last year. More so just for when we're on the road, we don't have to find hotels.
Sure.
The kids can relax in the back on the way. Have fun.
Yeah. How about you?
First year I had an open trailer, and everything was right there. Now I have a 34-foot RV with a 26-foot enclosed trailer.
Yeah.
And between, you talk about parts and things like that, between myself, my brother, Steve, we could pretty much put together a sprint car other than a chassis.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we've got everything all right on.
And you need that, though.
You do.
I will say, compared to the mod and the late model, we go with way less stuff.
Yeah.
With the wing.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sure.
If we're going wingless racing, it's just drag out the open trailer, throw everything in the box of the pickup, and go.
Yeah.
It's convenient, but it's not convenient because then we have to unload the pickup. But
Oh, sure. Old man going to run this year?
I don't know.
We'll wait for Nolan and see if he replies or not. Hey, and again, don't forget, folks, be the first one to text me, 701-213-0863. Tell me you want a pair of tickets to River Cinema 15. We've got them for you here. All right. Boy, I tell you what, when you guys first started this thing, I remember when it first started, I wouldn't doubt it if maybe you were one of the people that told me about it, or maybe it was when I was up at Devil's Lake doing a race. I thought this was a great idea. It's affordable racing. Every time they come up with a new class and say, well, this is going to be an affordable race class, within 2 or 3 years, it never is. I mean, it's ridiculous. Street style, everything. It's off the roof. But this is. And now we're a few years deep into it, and you guys are running at Devil's Lake, McLean County and Underwood, Minot, Williston, Grand Forks, Glendon. Are there any other tracks you guys want to hit that's on your bucket list that you'd really like to go to?
I think for me, locally, Jamestown would be fun. I know Miles has been working with them in the past. I don't know the exact situation on this coming year. Other than that, McLean County is a great place.
Yeah.
I think we all have a lot of fun there every week.
Yeah.
That we're there. Yeah. Otherwise, we hit the majority of the tracks in North Dakota.
So now you guys are pretty much staples at Devil's Lake. You guys are there all the time, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. When I first started announcing any of you wingless sprint guys, I have a hell of a time because you don't have that big number on a wing. You got that little number on the gas tail deal, and it's hard to see. But Devil's Lake, is that pretty much your home track? Would you consider that?
Underwood's mine.
Okay.
I would consider Underwood mine.
Okay.
Or McLean County.
Oh, sure, you're way out there, but I mean, you guys race at Devil's Lake probably more than any other track, don't you?
Yeah, that's by far, we have the most shows in Devil's Lake.
You guys have been at River Cities a few times. Your thoughts there?
I like River Cities. First ever podium finish was at River Cities.
Oh, okay.
So in fact, that's one of the pictures that we've got here where they're teching my car. That was that night.
You've had some good nights at River Cities, and you've had some bad nights at River Cities.
Combination of both. Not quite as bad as my brother.
No.
But
No.
I mean, yeah. It's
Split.
either it's a love-hate relationship here.
Sure.
It's really, really fast. I love that. It's also very, very scary.
Yeah, I know a few guys that say the same thing about this track.
Nolan had his big wreck in McLean County. And I thought for sure he was dead. I did. I thought for sure he was dead. But one thing about the Wingless family is they really come together. They support you when you're down and out. They're right there by your side, comforting you. When Nolan had his big wreck, Stacy Palm was right there, right beside me. Brandon Beater was announcing that night. He came down, I don't know if he was announcing or what he was doing, but he had an official radio, and he climbed down out of the tower, and you have to climb a ladder to get into the scoring tower at McLean County. He came down, and he was standing right next to me with that official radio.
Wow.
So like I heard everything that was going on. I was like, okay, he's alive. That's the main thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say, out of all the classes that I work with as a promoter and as a scorer, as a other half of a racer, by far the Wingless sprints, the Renegades, are the most supportive. They're so family oriented. They're so friendly. There's no animosity among anyone, and it's really, that culture has really started to diverse itself into the other classes in racing, and it's really been a breath of fresh air from a promoter standpoint. You know, and maybe Steve, you've been in multiple different classes. Would you say that that's probably one thing that's been really attractive for you?
For us, if it wasn't the family aspect, we probably wouldn't be doing it, honestly. It's, to me, it's such a 180 from what I experienced in a lot of the classes that I've previously been.
Right.
I talk to Cory probably weekly, you know, and we're 4 hours away from each other all winter long. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've got to be such good friends with everybody, and everybody looks forward to seeing everybody every week, you know.
I just got a text. Somebody is in Bunk Clay Place, New Mexico, on their way down to go racing. Anyway, you talked about your brother. You said not as bad as my brother. You got a story to tell about him? Because all I know, and this might not have anything to do with it, but I know the one time, well, in fact, I think both times there has been a pretty scary wreck at River Cities, and both times I happened to be gone. So I didn't get to see him or anything, but was that one of them or not?
So yes, one of them. I mean, he's probably got the worst. Well, we've had some pretty bad wrecks at River Cities, but he was the one. What was it, 2 years ago? That right in front of the grandstands, right into the wall. Same night that Joel Larson ended up going to the hospital with a broken neck.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. Actually, my brother's car was the worst out of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing left of it. And Joel's was hardly
Yeah.
bent up.
Isn't that something, how that works?
Yep, walked away from it, and you know, now he's. I mean, I think he likes it now because he's got a new car. But but yeah, we've had some rough luck.
You know, and when you look at these wrecks, I have seen a whole lot of really bad wrecks where guys got out of the car. It was no big deal. You go back, if we want to talk about NASCAR, Dale Earnhardt's wreck. It was my favorite driver. Looked like nothing. It was nothing. Killed him. Mark Dobmeyer, when he broke his back, looked like nothing. You know, it was just the ground, you know, that quick stop is what gets you. But I have seen such horrible wrecks, and these people crawl out of the car, they run back, and it's like nothing happened, you know?
My first wreck was actually at McLean County too, and coming out of corner one, and I had a spindle that failed.
Oh boy!
And I went tumbling, and I remember laying upside down and watching Mike Tomlinson come up and be like, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. This wasn't so bad, you know. I'm all strapped in, and it's amazing what these cars can take." Brenton last year up in McLean County when he went flying. That car broke in every spot that it was supposed to.
That's what they're supposed to do.
And that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, when you see a car just disintegrate, if you're rolling, tumbling, end over end, it's doing what it is supposed to do. That's funny because I don't mean to keep picking on Mark Dobmeyer, but I remember he wrecked one really bad one time, and I was the trackside guy then. I was one of the first ones to get there, and I grabbed him, and I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yeah." And he kind of took off. And I grabbed him again, and I turned him around. I said, "Are you sure you're okay?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he turned around, and well, here, I called him the next day, had no clue that I even talked to him. I said, "What was your hurry? Why did you run away?" "Well, I didn't want to have to go in the ambulance, I think." I think. You know?
The thing to remember about a wing sprint car is they have that wing. It gives it a little cushion.
It gives them a lot of cushion.
We do not have that.
Right. No. And that's going to be my next question. Of course, the difference between you wingless guys, you renegade guys, and the NOSA guys, we know there's a wing. We know that's a difference, but there's way more of a difference than that. What are they all?
Car-wise, they're fairly similar. Setup is a little different. Engine is the big thing.
And what do you guys run?
I would say 2/3 of our class runs the 5.3 LS, 2-barrel carburetor on alcohol. We also have a B-mod option, same as a B-mod engine on alcohol, and then we run a 602 crate option too.
So are you guys, can you use any aluminum? Can you use any composite? I mean, what are your wheels, things like that?
Wheel-wise, it's the same, just a standard. They tried to do some limiting on titanium. They kind of, from my understanding, shied away a little bit and added weight to the car as a minimum weight in place of it. But other than that, I mean, we lot of used parts. The NOSA guys have been really good for a lot of our drivers.
Yeah, do you guys use used tires?
We do. It's required. Required used tires.
We can have brand new tires, but we have to start the night with them, and you can't take them off. Unless you get a
I was going to say, do they consider used tires? What if you got a brand new set of tires on and you go out and hot lap them? Are they considered used tires then? And then you have to run those the rest of the night?
Yep, you have to run them.
Okay.
Or put on another set of used. You can't.
Okay.
You can't bolt on a brand new tire before a feature.
Now, I would think with the NOSA guys, like you said, they've been pretty good for parts, but are tires easy to find for you guys, or are they just as hard as trying to buy new ones?
They used to be really easy. Now it's getting a little tougher.
Because everybody's holding on to them, I would imagine, because you just can't go buy them anymore.
Right. I mean, yeah.
And Hoosier raised the price on them too. So.
Oh, gee, go figure. No way.
Yeah, we run a different left rear than a standard wing car does. We run a little bigger left rear. So, So the left rears wasn't really part of the equation as far as finding them used. They're a little tough to find.
I bet.
Right rears, we can run the medium, or we added the H15 option just because of the shortage.
Sure.
That's kind of the beauty of the series is we're not sanctioned really under under any. So it's kind of like we decided on the tire rule on a driver's meeting one night that we'd expand to the H15. We brought it up to Miles, and he says, I'll bring it up to the driver's meeting. We talked it over and kind of just decided right there, then and there, So.
By the way, Schwani, Kim DeYoung, where are you? You can tell the difference in winged and non-winged. We know that, okay? I'm just trying to get this out there for everybody else. When it comes, I don't know if you guys have ever got to hot lap or run a winged car. There's got to be quite a difference, I would think, because people don't realize, we talk about the wing. It takes off a lot of inertia and impact energy and all that kind of stuff. But does it keep you glued down to the racetrack as much as they say it does? Because there's times we watch them and you can see the vapor trail coming off the wing. So they're hauling. But the way they just slam those things into the corner, little different than you guys. But do they really keep them glued to the track that much compared to not having a wing?
I'll use an example. So I put a wing on and raced in the Governor's Cup out in Mandan this year. And I never lifted once. And that's the big difference. I mean, like in the wingless car, it's pretty much like an eggshell underneath your throttle to try to keep that car under control.
Oh, I bet.
Whereas when I put that wing on, I flat-footed it, and here we go, and it just stuck.
I bet you that you had a grin.
I did. In fact, I asked Croker, I'm like, because Croker started behind me, and I didn't. I was like, well, you want me just to go to the back because I'm going to be slower. I don't have a big motor like you. He's like, no, just hold your line, and I'll go right by you. Yeah, it took about 0.2 of a second. He was gone.
What was it like running with those guys? I mean, did they treat you okay?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Hey, we know this guy's new coming into our gig here, but we talk a lot about how racing, it doesn't matter what class you're in, but it's all kind of a family deal. They treat you the same way when it comes to that?
I would say so. I mean, everything that I've gotten to do with those guys, whether it be in Grand Forks or Mandan or wherever they're at, I get tires from Jordan Adams. When he's used them up. So I get used tires from him. Croker, for example, he let me borrow his front wing last year so I could race in Mandan because mine wasn't working.
Okay.
I mean, they're more than willing to help. And I think that's where we've also, they see what we do, and it's a little different, I guess. But those guys, I got all the respect for them because there's a lot of money stuck into those machines.
Yeah, we had Jack and his son on the show here just a couple of weeks ago. I tell you what, Heather McDonald's in the studio today. We've got Steve Nordrum. We've got Cory Palm. They are Western Renegade Wingless Sprint car drivers. Heather, of course, helping me out today, and I sure appreciate it. But we're going to take a little break here. Let's hear something from Muskox, okay? Hey, if you move snow with a skid steer, you've got to see the Muskox difference. A patented back drag feature allows operators to blow snow while back dragging in front of obstructions. You know, garage doors, siding, and fire hydrants. Now, this saves time and money while lowering injury risk by decreasing manual labor. The optional dual auger, called the dually, helps the operator eat through big snowfalls, ice-crusted snow, and blow more snow while back dragging. And the glide plate, it allows you to glide over grass and gravel without ripping up the soft surfaces. Subsequently, create an instant torque on the lower cutting edge to break up snow and ice to better expose hard surfaces. See the Muskox difference. Go to muskox.com or Facebook at Muskox Snowblowers or call 218-288-1905. See the difference for yourself. It's the Muskox difference. Whoa, was that loud? You know, life doesn't seem to ever slow down. Just like when you go get your oil change, right? Everything needs to be done right now. Well, I tell you what, head on over to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Most are done within about 15 minutes. In fact, I was there yesterday. Now, while I was there, they topped off my fluids. They checked my tires, my battery, my lights, my wipers, my cabin air filter, all that kind of stuff. And I got a discount because I said I heard this on Grand Forks Best Source. So right off the bat, they knocked $10 off my oil change. How about that? Also going to get discounts for fleets, and if you're in the military, they'll give you a discount for that too. Tell you what, they're open Monday through Saturday. No appointment needed. Pickup and deliveries available in Grand Forks too. Valvoline Instant Oil Change for an oil change and more. 3325 South 38th Street, or you can call them up 701-780-8462. Make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All right. That's a lot of running. I'm out of breath.
I have a question, you know, going back to the NOSA thing for you two guys. Now that you guys have been running, you guys are getting to be pretty much seasoned wingless drivers. Is there any aspiration to ever move up into the NOSA and do that full time?
For me, financially, it doesn't make sense. And the age our kids are at, we have a lot of activities with the kids. For me, I'm comfortable where we're at. We're having fun, and we can afford to have fun. So.
Okay. I'll probably race more with them, but not make the jump. I mean, I may race a few more races with them, but I'm not planning on completely switching at all.
Those are good answers. I was wondering about that too, because now, what do they got, 305s in Fargo?
They do, yeah.
And I don't know how that is going.
I think they got like 4 or 5 consistent 305 drivers, but kind of talking to some other promoters that have wanted to bring them in, it's been kind of a battle to my understanding, you know, and I don't know what the hang up is. To my understanding, it was IMC was having a hang up on it. So I don't know. But if you want to grow the class, you got to make a move. So
okay. I don't know. Did any of you guys get to see that best of 2022 Dirty Thursday that Katie put together for us? Did you guys get to see that? If you haven't, make sure you check that out. The reason I brought that up is Cody Quarles just texted, said, "What's up, Grand Forks Best Source? The California SGR guys are watching you guys while waiting for the Chili Bowl to start, so they're down having a good time. I wish I was down there too. You ever been to the Chili Bowl?"
You know, we were just I've never been there, and we were talking about it, and I said, you know what? I have really no aspiration to go.
Oh, I'd love to go.
We've been really tuned in to the Wild West Shootout. You know.
Yep.
And so, you know, after the Wild West Shootout last night, we tuned into the Chili Bowl, and it was like right after that wreck. So, you know, we're like, what's going on? So it took a long time for us to figure out like what happened. You know, maybe go, you know, just for the experience, but I mean, it's not on the top 10 of the bucket list.
Okay. Yeah, I've had 3 races on my bucket list. I've never been to the Knoxville Nationals.
No, I want to do that.
Yeah, I've never been to the Chili Bowl. and I'd never been to the Daytona 500.
I
So I
wanna
knocked
go
the
to
Daytona 500 off the
Yeah,
list last
yeah,
year.
Yeah.
And now I keep thinking about Talladega. So my sister lives like a couple hours away from Talladega's racetrack, so I'd like to go.
I want to go to the Daytona 500. My other half does not want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I know there's a big group from Devil's Lake going, and I'm like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think I am petering around an ice rink every single weekend of February. So
sure.
I'm literally on the road every single weekend next
Yeah.
month. So
I
it's
tell
not
you
good.
what.
It doesn't financially work.
Yeah. For all the people that are there, we happen to look down the same aisle we're sitting in, and there's people we know from Manville that were right there. So that was pretty cool.
I want to go to Bristol. I want to go.
That would be a good one.
I want to go to Bristol. I want to go to a Bristol dirt race. So
Yeah. Cody says 2021 Minn Kota Week Championship winner is racing tomorrow in the Chili Bowl. Billy Schletter's watching. Everybody's watching, and thank you guys for tuning in. All right. Okay, let's see here. Rookie of the Year, 2021. I've looked for points, things like that. You guys don't run for points. Rookie of the Year, though, it's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it did. We had, average expectations going into it. I hadn't turned any laps in a sprint car. I actually drove Cory's car at the Arrive and Drive the previous fall. I already had a car at that point, but we did it anyway. Overall, I'd say I mean we were pleased. Yeah, definitely.
Then we look over at you, 2021 Ironman Award. I don't. What's the Ironman Award?
So basically, the Iron Man Award is the guy who has the most races in.
Okay, guy going all over the place. Also,
I think I only missed 2 races that year.
Oh, and wrecked cars, sick, hurt.
I was gone
Family.
for one of them, and we were in the field for the other one.
Okay. And then also most improved driver 2021 and 2022. I made this comment to you earlier. Were you that crappy? Where you keep getting better, most improved every year, or what?
When you've never raced before, you got to go somewhere.
Well, exactly. You can't go down, really.
Right. You just got to go up, and that's so this year the goal is the three-peat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that means you're getting better, and I guess that's all that matters.
I remember one time Cory got a flat, and he had to take it into the infield, and he was so mad. He was mad. You could just see. I mean, he was very, his arms are flying. He was just not happy. And then I don't know. Somebody came over the official radio. He is not happy with that flat tire right now.
Well, he was thinking.
He wanted to keep going, and they're like, "Dude, you have a flat tire."
Yeah, this is going to really hurt me from getting most improved driver this year.
But that was like his rookie year. It was like one of his. It was probably mid-season, and he had a flat, and he couldn't figure out why he couldn't go anywhere. And you were like, dude, you got a flat.
Hey, Jeff Borgen's watching the show. Travis Strandell, all you guys, thanks for watching. Let's throw some pictures up here. And I tell you what, we're going to throw some pictures up here, and you guys can just explain to what we're looking at here. We'll just go through them all, Dale, if you would. Get my head out of the way.
So that is a picture of my pit crew. That's all my girls except for one. Our oldest is not in that picture, but both of the 2 oldest in there have been in a car, have laps in a sprint car.
Wow.
And they actually have their car is sitting in the shop right now being built for next year.
There we go.
So that is actually my first ever award of any sort in a race car. The box car when Jory had QuickTime for us up in Devil's Lake the one night, and so that was actually like my first ever award for anything in a race car. So that's my better half. That's my wife Stacy. She tries to make it to all the races. Unfortunately, her schedule and my schedule don't always match, so she tries to make it to all of them. But that's how we spend our weekends. This is actually the night that, as you can see in the back, Eric wrecked his car at the River City Speedways when he went end over end, and it was probably just after that picture was taken, actually, during the feature. So I put this one in there just because this is at River Speedies too. This is my first ever podium finish. Not very often that guys are really excited to be teched, but I was really excited to be teched that night. That would be Olivia. She is kind of my go-to. She is at every race. That's my second youngest daughter. But she is the one that is probably really going to jump in the car whenever I decide to get out of it. Well, there's our fearless leader out front, as many pictures, but right above Dusty Lawson. I mean, this is actually up in Minot. It's just a really good representation of when we go up there to race or when we're racing everywhere else, how clean we race. And there was a lot of other pictures that I probably could have put in. We leave each other room. It's a totally different ball game. It's not a bodied car.
No, right.
So this is me chasing my brother, as we talked about up in Minot, actually. That is my brother's car and my car, but he's got more feature wins than me. He's got I don't know if he's got more heat wins than me, but he's definitely got more feature wins.
What?
Where's mine?
That would be my oldest
one.
Yeah.
There you go. This would be my oldest daughter. She was the first one to jump into the sprint car, and so they all love to be in it.
Oh, there you went around to get Heather a beer. So, okay. I'm wondering, are we going to see Steve in any of these pictures?
I don't think so. So this is probably one of my favorite pictures. This actually was from the North Dakota Nationals last year. As a motor builder, so I build these 5.3s for all the guys.
Okay.
And this picture depicts, everybody says, well, these cars don't have any power. Well, this picture says otherwise.
You can see the right rear starting to fold. You can see the front end off the ground.
Yep. And so this was actually the second fastest lap for the North Dakota Nationals. This was during qualifying. Everything went downhill from there. I had really good qualifying, and everything went bad from then on.
What's it cost for you to build a motor?
Anywhere from, just depends on how much. We've got everything from your what we would call a budget motor, probably race ready $4,000.
Oh,
all the way up to 6,000-7,000.
Oh, okay. Dusty Lawson says Cory builds a strong running LS. Yeah.
So all of the Lawsons, they've all got my motors in them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you also build the motor plates and all that stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Because I know we've gotten some parts from you.
How'd you get into building motors?
Were
you always a wrench head or what?
Yeah, I'm a farm kid.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
sure.
I love building, and this was just kind of a fit for me. I mean,
Sure.
I like doing it.
Steve, there's no pictures of you. What the hell?
I did send the one in for your background.
Oh yeah. Okay.
but,
Okay. Did we show it?
It's been up the whole time.
Oh, that was the one. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think I did send one other one.
I'll try and find it.
Do you have the video of Little Shooter over here with your car? In your car?
I don't know. Cory probably does. Cory actually sent me a picture of me push starting him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he sent that in or not.
We'll have to take a look. Maybe we'll be able to get this on there.
I'll do it quick like here.
Okay.
I can.
I forgot what I
I
was
can
gonna say.
elaborate on that a little bit. My son Cameron, he knows his way around a sprint car pretty well. 10 years old at the time, and the one day, my wife and daughter went to town for something. We live out of town a little ways, and I told him, I said, we got to get the car inside. I said, you want to start it? And he kind of gave me a look and thought about it a little bit. So I started him in the yard at home, and he did really good. Perfect first time. So we did that a couple times, and then he said, Dad, I kind of really want to drive that thing. And I said, well, I'll talk to Nolan. this weekend, the weekend of the Nationals, and ask him if Sunday morning we could just see if we can get some laps. And
Yeah.
I talked to Nolan, and he said, yeah, be out early because we're going to do track prep starting about 9. So we went out about 8 o'clock in the morning. He wore my brother's fire suit because my brother's about half the size of me.
Uh-huh.
We had to put a boat seat cushion under the seat.
Yeah.
But he turned about around 20 laps. My son.
Yep. Okay.
Yep, about 20 laps. Did real well. That was one of my proud dad moments for sure.
Hey, kid, come up here.
Cameron is
Come
his
on,
name.
Cameron, come on up here. Put the microphone up there. How you doing, man?
Good.
Good. Get right up there close. How old are you?
11.
You're 11? What do you think about sprint car driving? You going to end up driving one of these things? You going to race later on in life?
I don't know.
Would you like to?
Sometimes, but I like wrenching better.
Do you? Not too many people say that. And you know how many? We need more people like you. We need way more people like you. What'd you think about tooling around in your dad's sprint car?
It was fun.
Yeah? Do you drive anything else? I mean, does he let you drive his pickup or anything?
Yeah.
He does, huh? In the country, right? Not in town? No. Okay. All right. Hey, thanks. I can't wait to talk to you again this summer at the racetrack, man. All right. All right.
We actually tried a cart for him a couple years ago. It just didn't suit his fancy.
Yeah, it does. It's not.
And
They're not for everybody.
It's not for everybody, and I wasn't going to push him.
Nope.
If
Yeah.
he doesn't want.
Nope. You can't. You can't.
On the flip side, my daughter is all about it, and I think that's where we're headed with her this year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we still have
Oh,
the cart. So
that makes me excited. We tried with my girls. Well, Berkeley wasn't tall enough to reach the pedals, and Aubrey could not handle that motor like right next to her head. She couldn't stand the noise, so it was an epic fail.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not for everybody.
No.
I mean, even Mark Dobmeyer's kids, you would think, okay, they're going to race. Well, the one kid after 1 year said, "Dad, I think I'm going to retire." Mark's like, "Okay, fine." Well, now he's talking about he might get back into it again. But is this the picture we were looking for?
Yep. That's him in the car. Me push starting him.
Wow.
I think actually Cory was doing some lap times. He sent that picture, a screenshot of the lap times that he had taken. He was running 19-second laps,
Wow.
which I would say, I don't know for sure. I'd say it's comparative to a pure stock in Devil's Lake.
Sure.
I can't say for sure.
16.92 is kind of the average that I kind of see.
Right
out
about
of
17, yeah.
yeah. So he's not far off the mark.
No.
And for a 10, 11-year-old kid, that's
Yeah.
pretty. That's pretty on an unprepared track. That's pretty
well,
dang good.
Yeah.
I told him you can give it a little throttle down the straightaway, but not through the corner.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
and
that's crazy because we've had plenty of go-kart racers in here. We've never had a kid that age that's been tooling around in a full-size sprint car.
His very first lap was 22.58 seconds. The last lap that he did, he was down to 19.01.
Wow, that's a heck of a difference. What do we got here? Lisa says Cory is the biggest help in the pits to everyone. He has bent over backwards to help so many guys. Again, getting back to the whole family thing, it's kind of cool. I mean, yeah, it's really nice to be known for winning races, but it's also really nice to be known for the other parts of racing. Everybody, right away, all they look at is victory lane. They don't realize all the other crap that goes on. Some guy's loss is another guy's victory when you think about it. Never been in a race car before, you start racing. You guys know how this all works. Still looking for a winner, by the way, for a pair of tickets to the River Cinema 15. All you got to do is text me 701-213-0863 and say, I want those tickets. I'll have them for you. We got all these people that are texting in, and not one of them has said they want movie tickets. So there we go.
I
I
will
guess
say
I get to take them then, huh?
You might.
I will say this though: when we get out on the track, it's all serious.
Oh, sure it is.
We're
Sure it is.
a very, very competitive group. And but yeah, once we get back to the pits, it's a totally different.
And I compare this a lot to I catfish, competitively. Everybody will help you when you first start, till you start beating them, and then they'll help you, but only to a point. It's like, hey, can you borrow me a tire? That might be different than, hey, how are you setting up tonight? Then it's like, That's none of your business. I'll give you all the hints you want, but once you start beating me, I think you can figure it out on your own.
Yeah, I don't feel we're really that way as a group. I mean, if it doesn't matter to me, anybody up and down the pit area come and ask me what I think or if I have a part or anything, absolutely. You know, I'll tell them anything. Not that I know anything about a sprint car.
Sure.
But I'm willing to help.
So when you guys are running, I've talked to Jack in the last Croker in the last couple of weeks, Dobmeyer. You run into these guys. They're ordering new chassis all the time. You guys you don't have to have brand new stuff, do you? Or do you prefer to? Can you run a chassis that's say 10 years old?
Mine's a 2006.
Okay, well,
mine was a 2004.
so these are 25-year-old cars or 15, 16-year-old cars.
I did actually end up. I upgraded a little bit. I upgraded to a 15 now.
Okay.
Chassis, but
So 8 years old, yeah.
And
God,
what
I cannot believe that it's 8 years old already.
What I guess what I like about the class too is we can get by with maybe not subpar to call it, but as far as like a rear end or something, we don't make the horsepower to break them.
Sure.
Our stuff lasts a long time, and we can get it, for a pretty reasonable cost.
I've talked to some of these NOSA guys where the few times that they offer the start of the back to go to the front for an extra $1,000. Well, it's to the point now where these guys are like, I'm not going to do it because even if I win that extra $1,000, it's going to cost me $2,200 for a new rear end or $2,500. It's not worth it, but that's something that would be pretty cool for you guys.
We actually have done it a couple times with a few of the drivers.
Yeah. Did any of you guys take the challenge?
I've never been offered.
Yeah, I've never been offered.
I think Adam Soblik's.
Yeah,
Adam
Well,
did.
he's probably
And he
the
only
only
missed
one.
it by one spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Wow.
yeah, Adam, you can tell that he's still young and he's fearless.
Yeah.
He hasn't had that big wreck yet.
Yeah, and that'll do it.
Yeah, and I think those big wrecks kind of make you a little gun shy the first time. I
Yep.
don't, it seems like, after you have that big wreck, it takes you a long time to kind of
sure it does.
build your confidence back up because those big wrecks, they're kind of hard on the old ego.
Nolan says his is a 2003 from Donnie Schatz.
Yeah, actually, we bought it from Danny Wisco. I don't know if you remember Danny. Okay, so we bought the car from Danny, and Danny got it from Donnie Schatz, and then we bought the car that he junked. He actually bought that day from Stan Tomlinson.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay. What else got here? Travis Strandell raced a few times with the non-wing guys. They are a very welcoming group. It's a pleasure to race against guys like Steve and Cory. Brennan says, if it wasn't for Steve and Cory, I would have never gotten into a sprint and sure wouldn't have finished the season. Both great guys, along with the rest of the Renegade group. It's always good to hear that stuff. Did it seem like it took a little while for people to kind of warm up to these wingless guys, to the wingless sprints? Because, I mean, let's face it, if you're going to come to River City Speedway, we're used to seeing this. They're used to seeing that. All of a sudden, you guys come along. And I'll admit, the first year, everybody was in the feeling out stage at that time. But you guys have consistently picked it up every season since the first time I watched you, where it's to the point now where it's like, I can't wait till they come back up here. Was it hard for people to kind of grasp this or welcome you, or did it take time, or do you think, nah, we're right? It's racing is racing. I mean, I could watch two kids race tricycles around their driveway. I'll stop and watch if they're racing. I mean, that's just the way I am. It's like squirrel. It's. Did it seem like it took a while for people to warm up to you guys?
I think for most people, it's something different. I don't know. The fan base has gotten pretty supportive, I would say. A lot of people following Miles' Facebook as far as the Renegade stuff. I don't know. We put on a good show night in, night out, I would say, and that helps sell the product too.
Have you had the big one, the bad wreck?
Not in a sprint car.
Not in a sprint car. What about your best night? Can you name one in a sprint car?
It wasn't my best night. It was push starting my son.
Well, Hey, I like the different thoughts there.
Yeah.
You got to have kids to know about this, and we all know about that. How about you? Have you had the bad one?
Yep. Yeah,
Tell us about it.
I had mine in, like I said, McLean County Speedway. According to the GoPro, I was doing 84 miles an hour into the corner when she let loose, and I went tumbling off of corner 1.
That was a busted spindle.
Yep.
Ring your bell a little bit.
Yes and no. I think 4-barrel rolls.
Okay.
So it wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
But end over.
Do you have it on video?
There is video of it out there.
It's
yes.
pretty cool to see
It
afterwards,
is.
isn't it?
It is. It is. And you know, you talk about being scared. I think it actually made me faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now it's out of the way.
Okay. Now, what about the other half in your life when they see a wreck like that? How was that when you get home?
Very nerve-wracking, especially when she's not at the racetrack.
So, did she have any idea?
Yeah, she was actually there that night.
Okay.
Yep. But I mean, I've gotten into wrecks up in Devil's Lake where she's been watching, and then it's the suspense, and she's just waiting for a text from, a family member or whatever.
Sure.
Cory's okay, or Brandon's okay, whatever.
If I remember this right, when Dobmeyer got hurt, he's always had a thing because his family will usually stream the races from back home, and his thing is always to take the helmet off right away. Then the kids and the wife know, and if I remember this right, and hopefully this is right, he didn't. And the one son was freaking out because he knew he should have been taking it off, and all kind of went downhill from there. But I'm just glad. I mean, these cars are built very safely, and that's a good thing. Schedule next year. Have you guys got your schedule figured out? How many tracks you're going to be hitting? How many races?
Miles usually puts together a 30-race season for us.
Wow.
That's where he caps it. He feels that's comfortable for,
Sure.
That way most guys can get a half to 2/3 of them. I think we're obviously Devil's Lake for a fair amount of shows.
Yep.
River
10.
City, 10.
Oh, wow.
River Cities will be there 4 times this year.
Okay.
We're actually the support series for the IRA weekend.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun.
Dickinson will be in, Southwest Speedway, Minot, Nodak Speedway, and McLean County Speedway in Underwood.
So is the IRA gig, is that a 2-day show?
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay, so you guys will
14th
spend the
and
night.
15th, yep.
Okay. Your schedule kind of the same, or do you hit as many as you can?
I try to hit as many as I can. This year might be a little different with the business expanding, things like that. So I might not be able to get to the tracks like I want to. But we're also looking at, if I can't get there, putting somebody else in the car.
Sure. I know a guy that would love to hot lap it. I've always drink too much beer.
I'm sure Lori can say, "Hey, you don't get to drink today."
Yeah,
until you start announcing.
I've been offered chances to hot lap cars, and I always say no because I'm one of those guys. I'm a firm believer in Murphy's Law. If something's going to break, you got a spindle break. Something's going to break. It's going to happen when I'm in your car, and I'm going to pile it up into the wall and go, "Hey, sorry, dude," and then walk away. I couldn't do anything like that.
John, you know how to wrench on a car, so
A little bit.
Yeah, sprint cars are way easier to wrench on than a modified.
Oh, I know they are.
It's stupid how easy they are, and coming from the modified late model household to this sprint car household, I'm like, why is this so easy? Do you guys? I mean, you could probably attest to this. Racing supers and pures and modifieds. It's way easier.
Yeah. The biggest thing for me, what I notice is any type of B-mod, super stock, you always need an update. You always need the latest update. You always need the latest update. Sprint car technology, chassis-wise, hasn't changed a lot in quite some time.
Sure, right.
It makes it easy. Adjustments are easy. Your baseline setup's pretty straightforward. And they're fun to drive, handful to drive, but yeah.
Nolan says 12, possibly 13 shows. I don't know what that meant. Does that mean he's going to race 12, possibly 13 shows?
I don't know.
I thought there was about 12 on the schedule.
Yeah,
that I saw.
Maybe he's talking about Devil's Lake.
Maybe. I don't know what the schedule looks like yet because there's so many, question mark,
Sure,
question mark,
sure.
question marks.
TBA.
Yeah, because so many other traveling series and, and so many other tracks, we're trying to coordinate everything. And yeah, it's getting a little, it's the 12th of January now?
What is it? I think
12th? Yeah. Yeah, it's the 12th. Yeah,
it is.
Tomorrow's Friday
already.
the 13th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you shouldn't have said that. That's bad luck.
No, it's not, because my oldest niece was born on January 13th, Friday the 13th.
1 year, there was 2 Friday the 13th in 1 year. I broke my arm, both of them. Had my cast
You should
off.
probably just stay home.
I know. My wife says I have to wear a hockey helmet to take a
Do you
shower.
have a black cat?
No, I don't. All 3 of them, none of them are black. Nolan says Wingless in Detroit Lakes, or in Devil's Lakes, so that means 12, possibly 13 shows.
Okay.
A dozen times for sure. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, I'm glad to know he knows.
Somebody's gotta be up on
nice
this.
It'd be nice to have a memo once in a while there.
I guess I didn't wake Nolan up out of bed to find.
Yes, I'm usually up.
You
Just give
are,
me a phone call, because I don't always hear my text messages.
I know.
Or I think it's an email and I ignore it.
And see, I'm one of those guys, Heather, that I would rather have a text because I get phone calls. It never fails, usually at like 11:02.
Well,
My
yeah.
phone will start ringing, and it's like, I'm trying to shut off the.
But I know you've called me at like 7:10.
Because I knew you were up.
Yep, because I was at the rink.
Yep.
Because I've taken your phone calls at the rink, so I know you know how to dial.
I do. I was kind of scared. I mean, hey, can you come down here in an hour and a half and help me with this show?
Hey, I got here.
You did, and I appreciate it. I want to ask, who helps you? And I'm going to ask you both this, guys. Who helps you on the car?
For me, it's mainly me and the wife and kids. We do most of the weekly stuff and at the track. One of my brothers gives a hand off and on, but for the most part, it's just us.
Okay, now you say you're going to race on a Saturday night. You're done racing. Tell me go through your work week on the car afterwards. Is there a lot of prep work? Is there a lot of maintenance to do on these cars compared to like a B mod or a late model?
We don't have to pound tin out every week.
Yeah, that's a plus.
So
You don't have too many rubber hammers.
Yeah, the amount of hammers you need is substantially less. We basically go through. We change oil every 4 nights. Kind of nut and bolt everything once a week. Other than that, wash it and stuff it back in the trailer.
Yeah. So not so bad.
No, I mean obviously like a 410, you have a lot of engine
sure.
stuff. Cory can attest to this too. I can only speak on the LS side for what we run, but you pretty much change oil and go.
Yeah. Who helps you?
Family.
Yeah.
It's all family. I've also got a couple guys that come in. Colton comes in and helps me every now and then. But basically, it's my kids.
Yeah.
Olivia and Jaden, they do, Jaden, her thing is the tires, and Olivia's is making sure that everything else is ready.
Now, are they like oh, Dad, really? Or are they like, Dad, come on, we got to get this car ready?
They're like, well, when's the weekend coming? Because they look forward to the weekend. They don't
Sure.
necessarily like working on the car.
Yep.
They're going to be the ones that they just want to get it in and drive.
Yeah.
I would say Olivia is more, she'll wrench a little bit more,
Yep.
probably more than Jane did will.
Yep.
But they're 2 different personality kids.
Oh, yeah.
By far. 2 different personality kids.
Got the yin and the yang, huh?
Yep.
Travis Strandell says, I know a guy, Cory, if you ever need a driver. Travis is a good kid.
So I have a question. Do you guys have any superstitions?
Oh, good question.
As far as racing, like if this is a superstitious, like you just won't do. Like I know Ryan Aho is tomatoes. There's no tomatoes in his. Like they don't eat tomatoes on race day.
You don't bring a banana in my boat.
Right, and like Nolan's is he doesn't wash the car. Like
Okay.
that is his superstition.
I myself don't. No.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Don't wear the same underwear all year.
Nope.
Same socks.
No.
None of that stuff.
Everybody always told me, because I have a green car, and everybody always says, well, that's bad luck. And I'm
That
like,
used
no,
to be, yeah.
That's not the case. But no, I really don't, other than the fact that I've learned now that I drive better when my crew or my girls or when somebody else is working on the car, when I can focus on racing and just relax, I drive the car better.
And you walk around and you see these NOSA guys. They're either sitting in their hauler or they're putting tear-offs on their helmet, or they're walking around and mingling with people. They've got 4 or 5 guys working on their car. You guys don't have that luxury.
Nope. If there's anything to do, I do it.
Yeah, right. Sure. Sponsors, big part of the game. You guys want to race, you got to have the sponsors. It's funny how they talk. Did you bring your notes? Before we go on, because everybody needs them. But fire off some sponsors.
Put me on the spot first.
Well, I don't need a cheat sheet.
Okay, go ahead. You can go.
Company I work for, Clements Root Plumbing and Heating out of Devil's Lake. They've helped me the last few years. Been really good. TJB Construction. Travis has been awesome. Extreme Signs and Graphics does our car for us. Howler Electric come on board last year. They've been
That's
really
my
good.
neighbor.
They're returning this year. 4K Mobile DJ is returning next year again. And Cory helps us out too, Pro Egg Solutions.
So you had to take the day off today to come in here.
We're actually going from here to Sioux Falls. We're going to take in the swap meet this weekend in Sioux Falls.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
we're making
So
a weekend of it.
Okay. And how about you? Sponsors, and did you take today off?
Well, I own Pro Egg Solutions, and yeah, I guess my day never. I don't have a day off.
Okay.
But as far as sponsors go, Dynamic Auto Solutions, out of Minot, Adam Goff. He's been with me since day one. He's pushed me to be a better racer. Schaefer's Racing Oil, West Dakota Lumber out of Hazen, Mission Mountain Retrievers, Darn TV, Sheet Metal Specialties, Mason Aaron's Racing Videos, TCB Speed North, Dakota Customs, Macon Creations, Stein Seed Company, Black Diamond Optics, and Pro Egg are my big ones.
Yeah. Wow. How about you?
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap.
Valhalla Building Center, Farmers Union Oil, Jerome Wholesale, NDTC,
You know,
Brecky Aviation.
Brecky
oh, yeah.
Aviation.
Since you made the trip today, too, what's going on? Devil's Lake Speedway, I know you guys have incredible food. Here's a chance for you to plug whatever you want to plug, Heather.
Hey, you know what? We've been crazy busy.
That's good.
Yeah, well, December sucked, but it stormed every
Every other
weekend
day.
of December.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if I never have to see the snowplow come out ever again, I would be happy, because we had to make a new road.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I believe you.
Yeah, and then the road grader came through, and he never makes the turn, because that's not his responsibility. He tried, and he must have got stuck or what, and he backed up, and I'm like, okay. So then Eugene went out, and he took the Bobcat, and now we have 2 roads. We have a fast lane and a slow lane.
Nice.
But Seafood Friday, and we'll start prime rib up again on Saturday. We kind of took a little break from it just because of the way the holidays roped in. I think I'm working the next 2 weekends.
I got to get a road trip in.
Absolutely.
My wife's having surgery Monday, so it's my next couple weeks.
You better take her out for a good dinner.
After surgery, I will.
No, before
I
dinner.
can't. I can't. It's Monday, and I got company coming tonight. They're going to be there all
bring your
week. We
company
already got
with.
all kinds of crap going
Anyways,
on.
but fishing on Devil's Lake is heating up,
Mm-hmm.
so we're getting that big ice fishing crowd in right now. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. I was going to say something. Oh, yeah, you deal with snow. Snowplow came by on Highway 2 at my house, and the wave of snow that he pushed when he was flying down Highway 2 completely snapped our mailbox post off at the ground. So I come home from work, and I got 3 mailboxes laying in the middle of my driveway connected to a post. So now there's 3 mailboxes connected to a post in a green 5-gallon bucket full of concrete.
So I sub a mail route.
Okay.
You would not believe how many of my customers on my route have taken out their own mailboxes.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe
yeah,
it.
it's like you just pull up there and they're like, "Where the hell did their mailbox go?"
Yeah, yeah.
Now what am I supposed to do?
So you're not heading down to the swap meet.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm gonna head back west.
Okay, and what is there something you're looking for?
No, we've kind of just made it an annual event.
And just kind of window shopping, huh?
Yeah. There's a gentleman that runs a sprint car store, Greg Gunderson, down in
Okay.
just on the
Yep.
suburb, I guess, or whatever, of Sioux Falls, and he has anything and everything.
Nice.
So if there's anything we're short on, we go to the swap meet first, take a look, and can't find anything, we'll head over there and pick up what we need.
You know, one thing I will admit to you guys about Dirty Thursdays that I really love, it's when I finally get to meet and talk to guys like you. You know, just me, I'm here all the time at River Cities. A few times I get to go to Devil's Lake and, you know, or Greenbush or Glendon or whatever, but most of the times it's just a helmet and a number. And so you only have so much time before you got to go to work, so you can't stop and talk to everybody, and especially if you don't know them. But this whole Dirty Thursday thing has just opened up so many new avenues for me because I actually get to talk to you guys. I get to find out what you're like. I get to see what the hell you look like. Actually, when you were sitting out there, I thought you were a friend of mine. And then I thought, he's got that look on his face like he's waiting over, because I don't think I've ever talked to you guys. I don't know. And that's one of the things I really, really enjoy about this show is getting to meet you guys personally.
Speaking of swap meets, doesn't Palm Racing do a swap meet?
I don't think we're gonna do it this year.
Okay.
Just because of scheduling conflicts and things like that. The
Sure.
last I knew, it wasn't gonna happen.
Okay.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
You were thinking.
I'm thinking, but I don't have anything at the tip of my tongue yet.
I'll probably get a text and say, no, that's not correct. But
Yeah, isn't that funny? It always works out right when we shut the show down.
Yeah,
You get
you-
about 8 texts. Oh, by the way, and it's like too late. All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up.
Sounds
You
good.
guys, I honestly kind of feel bad. I mean, you all drove a long way. You were on your way. You came from damn Bismarck. You came from Devil's Lake.
I came from bed.
Well,
you know what? It's
And by the way, we live in Doyen.
Doyen, okay, Doyen is one of those words like moist. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I have a hard time saying Doyen. I don't know why. Anyway.
I don't mind driving because we're supporting the
brand.
the series.
Sure.
You know, we want guys to come out. We want to get new drivers. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. By
I would be safe to say that the Renegades are the fastest growing class in the state of
hands
North
down.
Dakota.
I agree. I mean, just
It's-
from what
it's
I've seen.
It's getting old retired racers like Steve back into racing. When is your brother gonna get one?
I don't know. He's on the fence, up and
Oh,
down.
come on, Brian.
I mean, look at Kim Young.
Yeah.
I mean, older retired race car driver. All of a sudden, he's coming back.
You know, and like T Young, he was the biggest hater. Like he was hating pretty good, you know. And I
No,
watched him get out of the car, and it's
Yeah.
like the biggest smile I've ever seen on T Young's face. And he's like, these are kind of fun, you know. And he just progressively, and you know, I remember when he had to start in the back.
Yeah.
You know, he just moved forward, like just.
First
Like
time I
that.
ever met him was on this show. You imagine the
Is that what
trip
he
I was in for.
Is that what he announced his candidacy?
Yes,
for?
yes, it is. And we've actually got a ginormous GFBS sticker back there that hopefully is going to go on his kid's wing this coming year. But
Awesome.
Nolan says Big Golden Hammer race is coming back to DL. Awesome. You guys, I can't thank you enough for coming in. I think what you guys do, I'll be honest with you, if I wasn't announcing, I would really, really think hard about putting my ass in one of these cars. I really would. I miss racing all the time. I don't because I'm beat up, but it seems like you guys seem to get in and out of your cars okay every night. I miss the hell
You
out
don't
of
have
it.
to be skinny to be in a wingless.
You come down and let us know. We'll
well,
find a
you
car
can
with
jump
a
in my
seat that
car.
fits
This
you.
is an
Yeah.
open invitation.
Okay, well, we're gonna
You
have to
don't
make
have
sure.
to be skinny because you're gonna go through the top,
Yeah, I know.
and you don't.
Mark my words, we will get John Roberts
There
in
we
a
go.
car.
Well, then we're gonna have to put this together way before I get there because I like to drink too much. So anyway,
So Lori, if you're watching, you're gonna have to like chain him.
yeah, I'll just nap the whole way there.
There you go.
Something like that. No. You guys are incredible. I can't thank you enough for coming in. I want to get more of you Renegade drivers on this show, the Wingless Sprint Car guys. Like you said, Heather, probably the fastest growing class. I'm not going to say just North Dakota, but probably the whole Midwest, upper Midwest anyway.
Yeah, I think over in northern Minnesota they're having tremendous growth, and I think I just seen an announcement that they're making another type class, to my understanding.
Yeah, so it'll be it's kind of the beginner class. It's a 4-cylinder
Oh.
Yeah,
beginner
yeah,
class,
yeah.
basically to let the younger ones in.
Sure. them
that's-
guys coming from carts or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of a transition. It's
Oh,
the same
wow.
car, but
Sure.
it's got some bumpers on it. and
Right,
it's got
right. Yeah, and not as fast. And
Yep.
oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
That is.
I think they run late model rear tires.
Yep.
Off a late
Wow,
model.
that's even better yet. Man, this is crazy because we all got to admit this is a time of very much uncertainty in the dirt track racing world. When you
Well,
think
I
about
think-
it, the cost and the
you know,
prices are.
I just, November we were at the Wasota meeting, and it really blows my mind how many promoters are not willing to diversify
Mm-hmm.
and to look at different technology, and it's because they're scared of it because they don't know it.
Right,
And it's
right.
like, well, if you
Afraid
just
of the unknown.
Yep. If you just shut your mouth and let me teach you,
Well, I think
You
we're-
didn't say that, did you?
in a roundabout way, I did. But the guy because we proposed the 5.3 LS, for the streets and the Midwest mods, because I mean it's a no-brainer. There's millions of them made a year.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It's and parts
I-
are getting
well,
harder and harder.
Another thing with the LS, and I go back to Cory's thing here. The reliability on them is unbelievable. Cory's over 100 nights on his engine.
Wow.
Never been apart.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
And we don't go easy on them. They're
No, I know.
They're upward to 7,000 RPM.
Right.
100
And
nights.
So we got out of our meeting, and I'm frustrated as usual. And I'm sitting there waiting for the elevator, and the guy from Speedway Motors turns around and says, "You're a fucking genius."
Oh,
And I'm like, "Why? What am I such a genius about?" And he goes, "That 5.3 LS, that is the motor of the future."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Don't let these old school guys get to you." So,
Yeah.
I mean, when you've got like a representative from Speedway Motors saying,
sure. There's
you're-
time to put things to bed.
yeah, yeah,
Well, you can take a 5.3 or you can take a 6.0.
Right.
And we're building a 6.0 right now up to basically a 410. It'll be a 408.
Wow.
right. There's endless possibilities,
Sure.
and you just kind of sit in these meetings and like, get with the times. Come on now. And it's so much more affordable. And I get, like the engine builders, like that puts them out of business. I'm like, you can diversify your business. Cory's a prime example of diversifying to figure out these motors and to making those adjustments to make them last.
Well, I tell you what, you can talk about putting motor builders out of business, but when you got to bring a motor in every 10 or 11 or 12 races to
It's
have freshened
stupid.
up at the cost of $20-some thousand, that gets to be a lot of money.
And then we wonder why the sport isn't
Yeah,
growing.
and you talk about a guy that's got 100 races on a motor.
Right.
I mean, that is crazy.
There's only one motor that I've done a refresh on, that I freshened, and I think it was $700.
Probably didn't even need it.
It didn't really even need it. There was still the cross rings in it. So
Wow.
I mean, it like I said, I've got, I think it's 106 nights on mine.
Jeez, that is crazy. Anybody who wants to get into one of these Renegade Wingless sprint cars, I tell you what, all you got to do is get a hold of us. 701-213-0863. I will hook you up with any one of these people here. I know a lot of people that could get you going on this thing. And you still have time. I mean, it's not like you're putting together a whole team or whatever, but what would you say it would take you to put together a car from scratch right now?
A day.
If you have everything, a couple days, even 2 to 3 days for a complete novice, I would say.
Yeah, and there's people out there that if I hook them up, I'm sure they would call them and say, you know what, I want to get into this wingless sprint thing. Could you give me some help? Could you steer me? Could you give me some direction? Yep. And I would imagine there's probably a dozen people right now that I could call, and I don't even hardly know them, and they would probably say, hey, I'll be there. Who do I go see? You guys, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for coming in. Heather, thank you so much for coming. I am going to get up to Devil's Lake here soon. I love going to Devil's Lake. Steve Nordrum.
We're gonna have to take you fishing.
Okay, I'll trade you out. You can come up catfishing with me. You take me walleye
I
fishing.
don't
How's
want
that?
to touch a catfish. They look yucky.
Oh, they're fun. They're fun. You make
look
Nolan take it
yucky.
off. Make Nolan take it off the hook.
Okay.
All right. Steve Nordrum, Cory Palm, Heather McDonald, thank you guys for coming in today on a Dirty Thursday. Gosh, I can't wait till next week already. Speaking of next week, by the way, we have got some ice racers coming in. Yeah, that's right. From the Lake Cameron Ice Racing Association. It's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait for that, too. Big shout out to Rumors Sports Bar and Casino for bringing you today's show. Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. If you want to go watch racing, if you want to go watch your favorite sporting event, head on over there. They got like 9,000 TVs in there, all right? Rumors looking to hire a part-time server and cooks, too. You can stop in to find out more. Home of the world-famous Beer Tower, and their food is really good. Yeah, lunch and dinner specials. In fact, I think they've got some of the best mac and cheese you're going to find anywhere. Rumors Sports Bar and Casino, always on board for our Dirty Thursday. Let's see. Make sure to catch the Forks Sports Highway Show. Is that tonight? Yep. Tonight at 6:30. Great sports show that if you haven't seen it yet, I guarantee there's no other sports show like this one. You got to tune in at 6:30 tonight. Hey, I'll catch you tomorrow morning, all right? Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone and become a patron on Podbean. Could win some cool stuff. Grand Cities, what a marvelous place. Grand Forks' best source is giving it an identity again.